Alterstore. Imagine being able to set up a stunning looking e-com store just like what you can see with new arrivals of products shown, and of course with a splash icons of sales of product and products that are already out of stock. Scrolling down, you could have a professional looking banners just like you can see it here, and of course you could see latest product, the most viewed product, the most selling product, all listed on your e-com store. And scrolling below, you could have your social icons as well as the contact us details, all the custom links, of course, top categories, and more custom information based on the pages which you've set up. So Alterstore gives you a one-click setup of an e-com store that allows you to display products across 4 affiliate e-com stores, which are Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart, and eBay. So that's quite stunning, allowing you to sell your product most professionally connected stores. Alright, so if you have a product like this, right, as we can see from the screen, and you just hit on view product, now see what happens. On view product with Alterstore, you have all of these stunning features where one could just choose to buy this product directly from the shown store, which is Walmart. But if the person chooses to get this product from another store which you've connected to, which you have the price recommendation right here from eBay or the store, the person could just use your e-com store as a research platform that allows him or her to compare a particular product price from one store to the other. So the user could choose to come over to eBay to make the outright purchase of this particular product if the price comparison is favorable from one store to the other. So that is the only feature you can get with Alterstore. Another wonderful feature you could get with Alterstore is what we call the price drop alert. So once a user clicks on this, a user could be notified once it provides his email address and state a particular price. Say I want a price drop to be notified once this price drops to $27. I want to get notified once he hits submit, and that's it. So the user has a lot successfully created. So a user could also choose to add a given product to a wish list, and once it comes down here, it says get instant notification on product stock status and any price changes. So when a user does hit on these two, his email address is also listed into the alert system, which notifies the user on this particular product when there are stock changes or when there are price changes for this particular product, to allow the user to make his buy decision. So you could see all of the wonderful provisions or features that comes along with Alterstore. Of course, with Alterstore, you get to see your description. Of course, if there are reviews for a product, you also get to see what other customers are saying about this particular product, which affords your buyers the opportunity for them to make a wise decision or the best decision for a product before they go ahead to take the buy decision. Now, something that also you have with Alterstore alone is that you could get to know what your customers are searching about. So let's say we are looking for shoes and we come to use our live search. It's like this, you get to see all shoes shown across. If we are getting from Amazon, from eBay, you could of course get from Walmart. Now look at this carefully. You notice that it's about the same kind of shoes shown across here. So a user could make his buy decision either to buy from Walmart or to buy from eBay, or want to go with Amazon. Now if you scroll down, you get to see some more shoes collection. All of these shoes are practically the same shoe item, but you can see that we have price variation from one store to the other. So this really gives you the beauty of using Alterstore to set up your next e-com store out there. So if you scroll down, you get to see more products. So that's the best feature which you can also get with Alterstore. And everything that is done here on your front view web store, you can view it from the admin end here. You could see the total product setup, you could see the total views, you could see the total clicks on each product, and coming below here, you could see the shoe which we type. Here you get to see all recommended keywords based on search by your customer. So this also gives you insight as to what your customers are looking for. Right from your dashboard, you could get to know what product you should make available to your front end web view store. So you could see all of these keywords or key phrases of products which customers are looking out for. And if you scroll down from your back end, you get to see the most clicked products with their images, and of course the product title, the number of clicks, and you can go ahead to view the product right on your page. As you scroll down, you get to see all of these products collection. And right here on the dashboard, you can see the search product functionality menu. You could also get to see the top selling products across Amazon, Walmart, eBay, and Best Buy. As you scroll down, you also get to see products or menu items, which gives you access to all products, all categories, and how to get to view your product import queue status. And of course, you can see the analytics, the top searches, the live searches, the customer alerts as well. And on your online store, you get to see the view your store, the themes, and your logo, as well as sliders. Your settings as well, you get to see your general settings, your API keys, and your notification. Of course, you have tutorials that comes along with your Alterstores. So that's the dashboard. We want to see how we can together set up a fresh store together and see how we go about the onboarding process of creating your first store using Alterstores. So once you get logged in for the first time, you're required to choose the brand name. So a brand name could just be one store. And of course, you need to choose your store subdomain. So our store subdomain could also take out our brand name, and we call this one store or whatever you want to call it. And we hit create store. And notice here that you have my Alterstores.com, which will take that. Okay, we said this is already taken, so we can now come over and choose something else. We could just call this one shop, and we call this again one shop. Right, so once done, we hit and create store. Great, so we've successfully created our new store dashboard for ourselves. Because we'll create automatically set up our web store as well. So at this point here, you notice that you have total product 0, total product view 0, total click zeros as well. And at this point, you are told that you have to wait for 5-15 minutes for your site to be up in your choice subdomain that has been created. So before you get your products imported, you need to do a few setup flow, which has to come down to settings. On the settings, you come down to API keys. And on API keys, you're expected to provide your Amazon API key, your eBay API keys, as well as your Walmart and Best Buy. So I have a couple of them which will together provide this. So I'm copying a couple of these and providing it down here. This is my access key. So I'll just go ahead, fill up all of these details and close it up. So once done filling all of these parameter requirements, you scroll down and hit and save. Right, so we have the API keys saved successfully. So what else we're going to do right now is coming straight here to our search product. But if you come down to search product, you will notice that you'll be required to organize your product, which you'll be importing into categories. So to do so, we'll have to come down to products, and under products we go to categories. So in categories, we want to come down straight here and say add category. And on category, we want to call this font. So we just call this fonts. And we hit save. We could also come down, create another category which we call shoes. So we have this is shoes. We save it there. So we could have another category as apparel. We could just say apparel, and we come down and save. So we've created 3 categories now, which you could go over to your search products and import products into them. So on the search product here, all you need to do, you can choose to select from categories, or you choose all categories. You can choose to select from keywords or using a specific product SKU. So let's say we are searching products, and we're going with shoes. Then you have order, you can order low to high, high to low, best match, highest customer rating, newest first, and best seller. And if you're importing, you want to import this into the shoes category, so we hit on search. Right, great. So see that search has returned a whole lot of results here, so we can see all these results shown here. I can come down here, select a couple of shoes which I want to import into my store, and straight up we have such shoes imported. So let's say we are okay with this file we are working with right now. All you have to do is scroll back up and hit on import selected, and you have it. Are you sure you want import selected? And say confirm. All right, so that's great. So what else we can do is to come over and see down here. It shows all your products are pending, the status of processing, so automatically Alterstores server will handle all of these and get your product imported into your store. Again, we can go over to search products. So let's say this time we want to search using Walmart. We come down to Walmart. Same also applies here. Select all products or keywords, and I can come down here to say clothes. Alright, and we want to categorize this into apparel, so we search it up. Right, good. So we have results returned here. So once you scroll down, you can also find a couple of products you want, and of course you could sort this by best match or low to high, and it does the sorting for you once you hit and search again. Right, so scrolling down here we have some good clothes collections here. So you could select a number of them which you want to sell down here. Let's see some more products you can get. Right, great. So you can just work with this view you've selected, and all you need to do is come down and hit on import selected. The same process also applies to confirm that. Alright, so products added to queue. Again, we can now come over and say, okay, at this time let's search some product from eBay, and we want to use fonts. So we just say fonts, and we to categorize this into fonts, and we hit and search it. So fonts here we have a result return here. So we just come down here, select a couple of fonts which we want to work with, and see those which you want to pick from. So select a couple of fonts, right down here. And see here we can have them installed. So select this view. All you need to do, go over again and hit on import selected, and you confirm. So we have products added to queue. So far let's see if there are products that have successfully gotten imported into our store. So far we have 1 to 3 showing of products that have successfully been published. So we can see them here. We have 3 products that are published, and we have other products still in the queue which are being processed. Alright, so that's it. So coming back to all your products processed right here and published, you can come over to hidden view. You can view the product on your store. Let's go view it here, and you can also come over to edit the product in here. Right, so editing the product in here, you can see the product title. You could see our editor here that allows you to arrange the description the way you want it, and of course you could change our status from published to draft if you're still working on it. You could also choose to switch categories. You could add tags here. You could add pricing, and something interesting here is that our system automatically picks a video review for a particular product for you. That's crazy. That's something you can only get with my Alterstores. So going down here, you see all the related images here, and you could set any of the image as featured. Automatically the system set this as featured. So that's how interesting my Alterstore is. So coming back to view that product on your store, can you see it here? So you can see viewing this particular product, you can see the title in there, and of course we can compare this product with other products on eBay. We have this exact shoe on eBay which you can see as well. So scrolling down, you see all the details provided by this product. So this really shows how awesome our Alterstore setup is. So going back to our admin dashboard where we are doing our entire setup, we come down now to our online store. So online store allows you to view your store right on. We've already checked the product from our online store. So once you look at themes, themes affords you an opportunity to pick a particular storefront which you want to use in representing your product. So if you scroll down here, you could see that we have modern e-commerce, elegant e-commerce. We also have classic e-commerce, and scrolling down, you could see there that we have what again we call the Bird's-eye e-commerce, fresh e-commerce which you could select from, and you have the glamour e-commerce, and down here you have the not minimalized e-commerce and athletic e-commerce which you could select from. So let's look at this and see if there's anyone which you would want to switch to and see how it looks like, which can we directly use now. Okay, let's say we are to work with what we have here. Let's go with classic and see how classic looks for us. So coming down to classic, all you need to do is hit and switch theme, and that theme becomes your current theme which you use. And if you want to customize something further from this theme, once it becomes your active theme, you could see the gear icon here. All you need to do, click on the gear icon, and it takes you right down to set your supported home slider. If you've added a home slider, you could see it here, or if you've not done so, it will allow you to click here, which will take you to this same menu link where you have the sliders here. And you could also come down here to add banners. You have the banner option here, 270 by 420 banner. You also have the banner number 3, 270 by 270, that allows the storefront to look stunning. And you have banner number 3, which is 270 by 270, and banner number 4, which is 270 by 270. And once you're done with all of that, you now have to set up your social links, your Facebook social links, where you can allow your customers to get connected with social platforms. So you can do all of those. So once you're done with that, you can come down here to logo and set up your logo. Right here you see your logo recommendation 142 by 42. You can select your logo and upload it. Once you do so, you can also come down here and view the sliders which we talked about. So on the sliders which we talked about, you could just come down here, add a new slider. You have to give the slider a title name, so we just call this one shop. I call it one shop, and once you save it, it takes you to the page where you can add your images. Once you hit on add slide, it takes you to the provision where you can add the image. Of course, select it as image type, and you could choose a file, or you could just add an image URL and hit save here, and that will go into your slider title. So on the sliders, you can see all of this which you've added. Still within our online store branding here, you also have pages, which allows you to add your custom pages, and of course you can see other pages listed here. Your about us page, your contact page, the live search page, the privacy policy, the terms and conditions, and of course you could choose to come hit an add page, add a new page, and you could see your detail here. It allows you to display your page however you want it. So that's what you get with our page setup. So for pages here, you have the navigation. So navigation allows you to set your menus the way you want them to be. So you can come down here, which is the main menu, hit on edit to edit around your main menu. Your main menu comes in default, in home, shop. You can see what goes in your shop, and you can see live search bars. Now within your categories, if you want to make your categories which you added to become a menu, you could just come down here and say add apparel or add shoes and add them to menu, and they fall into your menu collections here. And of course you could come down to order your menus here. So once you click on this, you drag it, and of course you can drag it to become a sub menu of shop. The same thing also applies. You can drag it to become a sub menu of apparel, or you can take it out and it becomes the main menu of its own, and you drag it in here. Once you're done doing all of that, you just come down, hit save. So once you hit save, you can at this point go over to view your store. If you are done with all the branding, so we just want to open this store and just preview how it will look like. So if you are done adding all of this information, your image will come up here, which is a slider image, and you have all this other banner comes up here. You can see your 30 days, which is on your free shopping here, and depending on your product features, you can find them here and shown here as well. And scrolling down, you could see the products which you already got in, and you could see other products listed by the bar side here. So this really shows you how stunning creating a new store with our Alterstore is really a great tool which you don't have to turn down on. So back to a dashboard here. Something interesting again with Alterstore is within the notification settings. On your general settings, you get to see the entire store setup here. You can see a setup name. You could also apply your store email. You could set your currency which you want to work with. You could also set what our store which currency should override any of the given stores there. Now if you come down to your notifications here, you find something interesting again. Right here you could enable email alert for subscribers. So once you do that, you could also set the SMTP settings if you don't want to work with the custom default mail server. And you could also share on Facebook where the new product is published. You can get this enabled. You could also share on Twitter where the new product is published. You could share on Facebook when the new product price drops. You could also share on Twitter when the new price drops. So to get that all of that done, you need to come down here and log in with Facebook for the first time. When you log in with Facebook, it allows you to authenticate with your Facebook, so you can continue like this, and you can go ahead, select which of the store page you want to associate with your account. So if you do this, all you need to do is come down and select next. From selecting next, you say done, and if you get your page connected, so we say you've now linked Alterstores to Facebook. You now say up. So right here you got a notification logged into FB successfully, and if you scroll down here, you could see this is the page already connected to your Facebook. You could also do same with your Twitter. You need to log into Twitter as well. So on Twitter, you also need to authorize the app. So once you authorize the app, it redirects. So once you guys are logging into Twitter successfully, so once you scroll down here, you notice that all your accounts are connected successfully. So at this point, you could now come over to turn on this notification just like shown before, meaning you can share on Twitter as well as on Facebook when there are new price updates. I can also come down here to enable this. So once you turn setting all of these, all you need to do is hit and save. Alright, so we have set and save successfully. So you can also come down here and hit on save. So whatever happens, whatever product you import going forward, that will be shared on your Facebook page as well. So let's come over again and see all our products and see how many products we've imported so far. So far we have showing 1 to 10 products imported so far. So right here you can confirm that this is one of the shirts we imported some seconds ago, and because we turn on our Facebook notification right here on Facebook, you can see on the page which we got it activated just now from Alterstores, says round neck trip color t-shirt casual round sale showing up here, and you have the image here. Once clicked on it, it redirects to the page on our Alterstore where you could make your purchases. Right here you could see it, and right here on Facebook a user could also make some further interactions and connect with it. But back to our store here, you see right here you can see the description, and if you click on review, you could see the review video of this particular shirt that only Alterstore provides you. Something also offers here with Twitter. On Twitter you can see just 2 minutes ago it was posted about this sleeve, and once you click on it, it brings you to our storefront on Alterstore. So that's how wonderful you can set up an e-commerce store across 4 major affiliate networks, which you can continually make good commissions from affiliate marketing. So that's great with my Alterstores. Thank you very much for staying put.